Now, since I just did one on drumming, I immediately realized the connection with dance. A combination of physical action, violent physical action, with direct connection to the cerebral cortex. That's dance. For me, they're not the same, but there's such a close relationship because there's this wild energy being released. Now, it's not the case when I dance for the crowd or when I keep myself under control to present better. But when I just let loose, especially with the lights above, and I mean, to the crowd that's crazy enough that it's attractive, I guess, anyway. But when I just really rip loose and let it go completely wild, and all I'm beginning to see is just flashing lights and colors, it's like the drumming, it's like the movie, but it's psychedelic. I mean, everything is just so out there. There's no connection. It's like when I take my glasses off and I can't see anymore, only more so. When I do that and I'm looking at fireworks in the night sky without glasses, that's the closest I can come. I mean, it's like the whole universe is just so warped and so out of connection with everything that it's perfect. I keep a very rigid control on my life. I can only get anything done. I can only be even vaguely useful to anyone else, to myself even maybe, if I keep that kind of rigid control on. But this is a destruction of not only that control, but whatever control, whatever sense-making there is of all the stuff around me. The stuff around me, the sense there is actually illusion. That's the problem. So this is breaking that down. It allows me, just like maybe drugs do, to see, and not that I've had anything this good, mind you. So, I mean, that's I stay away from drugs. Why? Well, this thing up here is better than any drugs. I mean, one of the things that I've always suspected, well, no, let me, recently, I've been led to believe by a comment that my eye doctor made of me. But I had always had some suspicion because of the visual orientation of the things that are weird. For example, I'm walking down the street and the world just shifts, and I mean the whole color scheme, everything just fades to gray or whatever. And I think a lot of people face this kind of thing. And then it comes back, and everybody looks a little stunned to me. Now, maybe I'm just projecting my feelings out there to make things better, but they really, like, people drop things more, or maybe I just notice it more. And usually when that happens, I notice, like, something that I remember is no longer the case. Like, you know, say some significant money has made a change in its appearance, or has occurred or not, or some historical fact has changed. So instead of me ever being wrong, what happens is that the universe changes. Because of course I'm timeless and know everything, so how could I ever be wrong? I actually used that line in a bet recently. But anyway, when I was at my eye doctor's, he told me it's actually harder to get my glasses aligned correctly than my contacts. And the reason is because my brain is so fucked up from how bad my eyes are that it has real difficulty processing anything like something reasonable. And I guess continually correcting that made it worse and worse. Now, at 5 years old, I was already showing some pretty weird signs though, and my vision was okay. I don't think my vision was anywhere near what it is. So I'm almost thinking that what I am and however I'm wired, I've probably stolen some sort of processing from the visual side of my brain. I've made it so that it doesn't work right before any of this happened. But anyway, so I mean, one of the things I was thinking was, oh my God, you know, is it the fact that I take my glasses off and the world ain't what it is to anyone else. But I don't think so. I think the world ain't what it is to anyone else, and my eyesight is an attempt to maybe compensate for that and make me see what it really is. And yeah, I'm crazy, but so anyway, back to dance. It does give me, you know, everything blurs out. I can't see anything. I'm very aware usually of what's around me, of my emotions, of the people near me. I'd rather not be. But mainly I'm just aware of this swirling of colors and just this state that's, I don't know how to touch it any other way. I mean, the only way to explain it is to dance. Words don't suffice. It's not like, I mean, like, I don't feel anything like that about, say, sex or swimming. Swimming feels great. I love the way it is, but I'm aware my brain's working. My brain's not shut down. It's just processing everything completely differently. And that's what I was hoping for with mathematics, actually. Was that I could reach that exalted state by considering and contemplating certain forms of mathematics. That my brain would just wander into an area that is so far detached from our reality that it would actually be real. Anyway, I think I'll put this one up too. We'll see. It didn't follow the pattern I expected, but I like what it did.